folks. I'm working on getting the link out so that everybody can join us. Let me just put stuff in here. Welcome in. Okay. Are people in? Oh, yay, Gwen is here. Yay, Gwen. Okay, that means that it's actually working. Thank you. I think I put it in all the places that I need to. One more place. Okay. Okay, we're here. Everything's good. I have tea. The world can continue onwards. So, friends that are wanting to sprint with us, now is the time to start getting into For the Words. Yay! Welcome, Liminal Resilience. So I think I can show you guys my For the Words without feeling too exposed. I think I can do that thing. I might not put it up while I'm typing, but well, maybe not. Maybe I won't. I'm deciding what's cool to share and what's not cool to share. But as we're getting in, I should probably figure out how I want to do a timer thingy. You need a password to join my room. Oh, yes. I would say I didn't do the inviting part. Sorry. So many things all at once. Woo-hoo-hoo. Hopefully that works. Come on in, folks. Tell us what you're working on today. Tell us other things if you want to tell us other things. How's your Sunday? Would people like music or not? I could go either way, I feel like. They have like canned music that I can put on in here, but it gets old eventually. So maybe we each play our own music in our own heads. That can be something that I figure out later, because this does not have to be perfect. So while everybody's getting in, let me know, have you done sprints before? So sprints, the idea is that we basically put on a timer and work for a certain amount of time on something. Whether that's writing or reading or stitching or doing chores around the house or drawing or art of other sorts, all of those things are welcome. So let us know what you're going to work on today. I'm going to be writing, I think. But I might switch to reading at some point. We'll see. Nice. Okay. Thanks, Liminal Resilience. Ayo. Stitching and chores. I love it. Nice. It is about lunchtime. I had mine a little bit early so that I wouldn't be eating on stream because that would be weird. Yeah, you're an old pro at writing sprints, I'm sure, Siren. All right. Looks like everybody's in. How much time do we want to? You are a real life blogger. This is your real life and you're blogging. How much time do we want to do? Should we start with like a short little thing? She asks as she goes looking for a timer frantically. We can do Pomodoro. I used to know how to do this. Do I know how to do this? Okay, ready? Prepare to be amazed. Oh, I should take your comment down because it's not so much relevant anymore. Okay. Is 15 minutes feel good? Aren't I fancy? So fancy. I'm still learning how to stream. Please be gentle. Okay, it looks like we are basically ready for our writing stuff. So 15 minutes is perfect. Fabulous. Everything should be purple. Awesome. All right, I'm going to start the timer and then we can get about our very Shan-coded, yes. As I said earlier today, I have my preferences. Maybe I need some black and white stripes up here somewhere too, but we'll figure it out. Okay, where here? I have too many tabs. Maybe I should pull them out so that I know what I'm doing. There we go. That can come here. This can come here. Okay, nothing to see behind the curtain. Are we ready? I think I can mute this tab so that it doesn't make horrible noises. Because we don't want horrible noises to make everybody jump. There we go. Okay. With much ado, let's get going. 15 minutes. Good luck. And people have told me before that my typing is not annoying, but if that changes for anybody, let me know. Also, if you say stuff and want me to engage with it, I will do my best to keep my eye on both tabs. I bet there's a way I could literally put both up. Am I that fancy? I might be that fancy. Let's see if we can do the thing. Someday, when I'm an adult, maybe I'll have multiple monitors. But today is not that day. Okay, I think we can make this work. Oh, but it made that smaller. That's weird. I guess it doesn't matter though. We'll just line up the... Right? Multiple monitors would make everything better. Everything better. I am going to be annoyed by the. Yeah, fair. I will focus eventually. I think it's. I think it's fair to be a little bit distracted when we're hosting. That seems fair to me. I don't know. Okay, there we go. Now the purples are at least in lines that don't like interrupt the. Yeah, okay, I'm going to focus. Little less than 2 minutes left, folks. Sorry if I made you jump. All right. I think time is up. So come on back to the screens if you want to. If you're in a groove, like by all means, continue. But if people want to chat a little bit in between, maybe we'll set the timer for, I don't know. I find Pomodoros helpful. I don't know if it's stressful to everybody else, though. Let me know. Should we time our time off or should we just chat? What do you think? I think the sun is trying to come out behind me and it's kind of nice. Yay. I think it's supposed to be a nice day outside. So, of course, I'm inside streaming. Oh, what is a Pomodoro? Okay, yes, you spelled it correctly, Siren. So a Pomodoro is technically 25 minutes of work and then 5 minutes of rest. And then you cycle through it with a longer break after every 3 cycles, I think. But you can adapt it a bunch of different ways. So you can do longer work sessions, you can do shorter work sessions. Yeah, it's a way to try to help stay focused and to get through things that you maybe have some resistance to doing. Looks like Gwen is stitching and making some progress. Very exciting. I don't know who came up with it, Siren. I learned about it just online somewhere. I would be curious what you find. Yeah. So what do we think? Are we pro Pomodoro or pro just babbling as much as we want? Because I could go either way, honestly. And just because I think maybe let's do this. Let's do this. Hey, look at me. So fancy. And then we can take the banner down. I'm going to become a competent streamer at some point. We're not quite there yet, but we're getting better. Yeah. How are you guys doing? How's your Sunday? What's up? I'm trying to think if I have any funny stories or things that I can tell as we're waiting. It kind of works for me. I wander off because I get excited about things, which is entirely not the point of doing Pomodoros. So I just use timers when they help me, basically. But I find that Pomodoro timers are very pretty, like the one that I was using. So sometimes I use them because I want to. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe we do something longer next time. Okay, that's totally cool, Siren. Thank you for coming. As my laundry goes off in the background, I don't know if you guys could hear it. Let's try this. Okay, I think I have everything ready again. Yeah, maybe we just give it a couple more minutes and then jump back in. Hydrating is important, or drinking tea, or whatever you have with you. So if you haven't in a bit, maybe do that. Maybe get up and stretch. Stretch. All of these are good self-care things. If you invent one, Siren, please let us know, because I think laundry day is often Sunday for people. And it does take up more time than you would hope. Though I suppose, nah, whatever. It's annoying. I'd be a cajillionaire if I found a way. Truth. Very true. Oh, Gwen's still stitching. Nice. So that kind of supports what I'm thinking, which is maybe a slightly longer sprint next time, so that we can have a little bit more time to get into flow. Woo. I wonder if my writing friends are still writing. Or if they're taking a break. Because there's enough time. You can take a break. It's okay. But also you can keep writing. I don't want to tell you what to do. I feel like I need to have some stories to share, but I didn't think about that before I got on. So, yeah, okay, the writers are still writing. That is what I thought. That is fair. That is fair. Well, if that's the case and everybody's still working, we can do the thing. Oh, it got all weird again. We're not going to fuss with it. We're going to just leave it be. Yes. Cool. Okay. Let me start the timer then. Ready? Let's go. Oh, hey, Cheryl. Welcome on in. I don't know if it's showing up. Let me see. There we go. Yes, I think we need to do more things that we enjoy. I think it is a need, especially on the weekend. So come on in and do something fun. Oh, that sounds amazing, Cheryl. That's such a kind gift. Y'all know I have way too many notebooks. There's a reason. I have stuff in them notebooks. that is helpful when I'm writing. But I didn't bring them over beforehand, which was an oversight. Hey there, Ethereal Fantasy. Oh, thank you about my voice. We are working on a couple different things. So some people are stitching, some people are writing, some people are junk journaling. I am currently kind of brainstorming for a new story idea that I'm having. I don't really have an idea for the story yet. I just have a character I'm kind of playing around with. So that's super cool. You are super welcome to come in and work on your story outline. Thanks for finding us. And thank you, Liminal Resilience, for continuing to support my notebook obsession. You heard that, did you? I don't have a story yet, friend. I just have a character, but I don't think it fits in any of the stories that I've written so far. So we're letting it percolate. Percolate, whatever. Spoken like a true writer. I love it. Oh, that's a really good question, Ethereal Fantasy. Do you mind if I wait until we're done writing? I'm going to start saving up questions, y'all, and then we can chat when we're doing, because that is a really good question. I feel like I could riff on it for a while. But I think the short version is that I would jump into writing as soon as you feel like just slightly nervous, I think. So like once you have enough scenes and details, but you feel like I could probably start, that's probably the moment. I'm gonna save that so we can talk more, because I bet other people will have thoughts too. Liminal resilience is a good question too. I'm saving it for later. Keep writing. I'm kidding. I mean, do what you want to do. But I think it's funny that goalpost doesn't look right anymore. Gentle 2-minute warning. Oh, time is up. So that was 25 minutes of writing and or other things, friends. Well done. Come on back and let's chat a bit. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that. Haha. And I think I'm going to put this so that I have something. There we go. That will help me keep track of time. Sorry, still working the bugs out of this streaming thing. But we had some good questions over the break. But how did you do? Let's see. I got a quarter of my kitchen to look a lot better at the detriment of the rest of the kitchen. Well, sometimes it'd be like that, Gwen. Sometimes it'd be like that. How'd the rest of you do? I don't know how many. Let's see how many words I wrote. About 1,000 so far. So if you're writing, tell us how many words you've written. If you've kept track, if you haven't, don't worry about it. Or tell us what you're writing about. Gwen is not the only one that sacrifices other parts of her home to clean one part of her home. Yeah, so I'm working on playing with a character at the moment. So I don't have a name. I have a random birth date, and I'm pulling some like strengths and weaknesses out of the ideas that are coming there. So I'm playing around with some of that. At some point, I'm going to have to start writing physical descriptions, and that is a challenge for me. So maybe I'll work on that next time. Hold me to it, guys. Tell me that I have to work on my physical description of this character. Siren is doing a new-ish fast meditation. That's fun. I think it's so cool that you write your meditations out, Siren. That is so real. This is why I'm also planning, because planning is less intense. Oh, that brings me back to Ethereal Fantasy had a question. Okay. So they said, this is my first time writing a story. How do you know when you're done planning and should start writing? I have scenes and details and the really basic outline done, but I have a lot of gaps to fill. So I happen to know we have a handful of writers on the stream at the moment, and I would love to hear all y'all's tips about how you know when you're ready to start writing instead of stopping planning. I have been struggling with this lately. And so I feel like I am not the right person to answer this question. But I think for me, I have to have enough of an idea of what the main character wants and what is going to get in the way of it before I go. And sometimes that's a long, circuitous route to come to those things before I am ready to start writing. And sometimes it's like a couple of sentences and then I go. So I'm curious if other people have thoughts about how you know when you should start writing instead of planning. And then there was another question too. Let's see. I will highlight things as things come in. Liminal Resilience was wondering, anyone have a better idea for an analogy than a goalpost? I'm talking about looking ahead at the ever-moving endpoint and want to not call it a goalpost. I'm trying to think of alternatives. What about like finish line? Would that fit in Liminal Resilience, or would... I'm trying to think of other analogies. Like, that is kind of tricky one. Because the idea is that the like being done is movable. Light at the end of the tunnel, that's one. Yep. I like that, Siren. I'm trying to think about like some kind of timing metaphor, but I think that's not quite the same thing. Like, because it's once you've done a thing, not like how long it takes to do the thing. If we come up with more ideas, Liminal Resilience, we will share. And then Gwen was saying that they should try writing meditations, which sounds amazing to me, Gwen. I think you should definitely try. It would be super fun. I don't really know what that entails. And then a question like, is that a script for what you hear when you do a guided meditation? I believe so. It's kind of like some people will write out a script and then will read it to themselves and go on the meditation. Like record their voice and then play it back to themselves. Or I don't know how Siren does it, actually. I don't know if they want to share. But cool. Well, it's been 5 minutes. Do we want to do more things? What am I doing? How am I? I've gotten too fancy for myself. There we go. Should we do another 25? Does that sound good? Or do we want to do a longer one? I'm trying to think. Let's see. I feel like 25 is pretty good, but I'm curious if y'all have strong thoughts one way or another. It has been an hour already, which is crazy. But I think I'm good to keep going if folks are. 25 feels safe. We like safe. Safe is good. All right, let's do the thing. Ready, go. I might wander away for a bio break for a minute. You'll have to forgive me. I'll be right back. Thanks for coming, Siren. Gentle 2-minute warning, everybody. Time's up, folks. Come on back. How did that go for everybody? I got another, I don't know, 500 words or so. And I did start with a physical description of this character, which made me like feel physically anxious. I don't know why writing descriptions is such a thing for me. I'm going to have to work on it if we're going to want to keep writing, because people need descriptions. How are you all doing? What'd you get up to? Looks like Siren put several answers to your question in the chat, Gwen, and then had to leave, which is sad. Bye, Siren. And then looks like Ethereal Fantasy was saying, I like what you said about when you start feeling nervous when you should start writing. I mean, maybe that's just me, but I think it's fairly true. Cheryl did a 2-page spread in between two phone calls. Wow, Cheryl, that's really impressive, honestly. Phone calls are a lot for me, so I'm impressed that you also were able to be creative in between. What did the rest of y'all get up to? Or are you still going? You might still be going. Oh, excuse me. Gwen. Oh, I'm failing. Here we go. Got rid of all the recycling, which meant finally unpacking the 3 boxes that I got last week or earlier. Nice. Recycling can pile up. It is very true. So well done breaking those boxes down. Sounds like people have been very productive, even though that's not the point, but it kind of is the point. I don't know. Sneaky productivity streaks, but gently so. Oh, I'm getting tired, so I think maybe we'll do one more sprint, if that's cool with everybody. And then we can go about the rest of our Sundays. But I think we can probably do 25 minutes again. I think I think that's awesome. Well done. Oh, wow. That is an impressive recycling run. I am impressed. Oh, if you're just joining us, welcome. We just finished a sprint up. A sprint is taking a set amount of time and doing something with it. So as Gwen just said in the chat, you can stitch, you can write, you can read, you can do all kinds of different things. Basically anything that brings you joy for a small chunk of time. We have some folks journaling and doing other things. It's all good. Anybody else have plans for the last sprint with what they want to do? I'm still playing around with my character. I tried to sit them down to ask them what they want from life, and they started sassing me back. So I think this is going to be really funny in the long run. At the moment, it's a little bit like, ah. Other writers, do your characters sass you back, or is that just me? A sassy character. Yes, a sassy character. We love a sassy character in these parts most of the time, you know. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Liminal resilience. What does one do when they actually finish something? That's really relatable. What do you want to do? I think you get to use the last sprint for fun since you finished your task. So whatever sounds fun, you get to do for the next chunk of time. And that does not have to be writing. Anybody have ideas? I feel like you should throw a party, dance party. Dance party for 25 minutes is a little long though. What could you do for 25 minutes? Oh, do you want to journal? Journaling's fun. You can make something pretty. Oh, that is magical. I love it when I write a nice even number of words. It makes me happy. Okay. Oh, Gwen, this is a great idea. Lay on the floor or other comfy surface with no regrets about I should be doing something else. Word. That's a great idea. I'm a little bit jealous. I suppose I could read instead of writing. Um, maybe we'll see what happens. I don't know if I want to read. I don't know. But we should get going. Maybe we'll do a little less than 25 minutes since I've been chatting away. Ooh, I like it. Ethereal Fantasy is going to go for a quick 100 words and then read. Nice. Maybe, no, we'll keep the 25 minutes, even if we, quote, go longer than 2 hours. I don't think that's a problem. I got the time. You got the time. We're good. All right. Shall we? Whatcha? Does everybody know what they're doing? Everybody got a plan? Do I have a plan? Maybe. I think I might read. All right. Let's get going. Okay. If I'm going to read, I'm going to read. I think I'm going to put my microphone up so you don't hear me making strange little noises while I read. You're welcome. Sounds good, Cheryl. I'm glad that it was helpful for you. Enjoy your time with your friend. Oh no, Gwen. That would be so frustrating. But you've still got 5.5 minutes. Maybe you can make up some of it. I don't know. If you want to. About 2 minutes left, folks. And with that, time is up. Ding, ding. Congratulations. How did y'all get along on the last one? How did it go? What did you get done? Or what did you reward yourself with? I read for a little bit, but then I had some more ideas, so I typed, which you can probably tell because I was typing. Yay, reading. Did you get a bunch of pages of Ethereal Fantasy? I'm trying to see how many I got through. If my e-reader will play nice. I got 10 whole pages read. Woohoo! I say jokingly because I'll probably go back and read some more after we're done with stream. How about everybody else? What'd you get up to? And does anybody have any last thoughts for the day if we start wrapping up? I think this was lovely, and I'm going to want to try and do it again. So if you were a fan, do all the YouTube-y things, subscribe, like, etc., etc. I'm not sure when I'll do them again yet. Probably not next weekend. Thanks, Gwen. Yes, hit the like button for me. Thank you, thank you. I hope you do more sprints. I'm glad that you enjoyed them. I probably will because I find them helpful for my writing, and so I will probably want to be doing them again. I don't know if it'll always be Sunday afternoons. If I'm going to be streaming, I should probably like come up with the schedule, but that feels like a lot of pressure. All right, maybe we'll go for like 2 more minutes and then we'll say goodbye unless folks are ready to duck out now. Looks like you're still sticking with me though. No pressure. Exactly. Exactly, Gwen. We do what we want when we want. Oh, stretch. I think once we're done here, we should all get up and stretch a little bit and get a drink of water. Yay. I suppose I could get a drink of water now. Okay, friends, it has been lovely. Thank you for being kind to each other in the comments and for spending some time with me this lovely afternoon. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you later. Bye.